everyone. Thank you for joining me today, and a very special thanks to those of you who are here supporting Imagination Sensory Play through the purchase of your sensory bin or Play-Doh kit. I picked this book up from the library to pair perfectly with your magical Unicorn Dreams kit. It's called Nerdy Corn, and it's written by Andrew Root and illustrated by Erin Kraan. Let's take a closer look inside and see what this mystical creature is up to. Fern wasn't like the other unicorns. Instead of spectacular leaps over shimmering rainbows, she preferred building robots in her laboratory. Rather than splashing majestically in mountain waterfalls, she enjoyed coding software to program her computer. That water does look lovely, though, doesn't it? She liked chemistry more than glitter, reading rather than rainbows, and 3D printers instead of sparkles. And even though she knew she was different from the other unicorns, Fern was proud of who she was. Because she was smart. Just look at her solve that quadratic equation. A good friend. There she is, picking up her neighbor from the airport. And always willing to help others. Wow, she's changing their oil and cleaning their gutters. But even when Fern went out of her way to do nice things, some of the other unicorns would still tease her for being different. They called her names. That's not a rainbow. Only a nerdy corn would paint that. Occasionally laughed at her glasses. Guess who I am? And never invited her to hang out with them at the sparkle dance parties. That's really sad, right? Poor Fern. I've had enough, Fern said one day. I'm through helping rude unicorns. The next time they need an engine rebuilt, turbo sprocket installed, or hydrothermal capacitor welded, they are on their own. So when Buttercup's sapphire bejeweled digital flutter phone broke, Fern kept her soldering iron packed away and simply shrugged. And when the wheel on Ruby's shimmer bike snapped, Fern stood by her truing stand and centering gauge and just shook her head. A few days later was the biggest sparkle dance of the year, but Fern decided to stay home. She doubted the other unicorns would even notice she was gone, and besides, she had more important things to do. Fern was in the middle of realigning her centrifuge for a zero-gravity ice cream experiment when suddenly she heard a knock. She opened the door to find Buttercup, Ruby, and the rest of the young unicorns all looking very concerned. Fern, you've got to come help. The sparkle dance is ruined. The confetti machine is clogged. The rainbow synthesizer ran out of twinkle power. The starlight bedazzler has completely stopped working. We're sorry we're so mean. Fern looked at the unicorns, thought for a minute, and then she closed the door in their faces. She went back to her desk and was nearly through calculating the milk-to-sugar ratio needed to make ice cream on the moon when she started thinking about the sparkle dance. Fern knew the others didn't deserve her help after the way they had treated her, but deep in her heart she felt that being smart, a good friend, and always willing to help others was far more important than holding on to a grudge. Fern gathered her supplies and rushed to the sparkle dance. Using her multimeter, digital calipers, an arc welder, 2 9-volt batteries, an old soda can, some dental floss, and a bit of dry ice, she was able to get everything working again. With the rainbows flowing, the confetti flying, and the starlight shining, every single unicorn cheered for her. She had saved the dance. Yay, go Fern! Woo! Once the congratulations had stopped and the party had begun, Buttercup, Ruby, and all the young unicorns gathered excitedly around Fern. "We're sorry, Fern. We should never have treated you like we did. We wish we could invent, fix, and create like you. It was so cool how you recalibrated that bedazzler. How hard is it to program a binary code? What's the best type of flux to use when soldering? Could you teach us?" And from that day forward, while all the unicorns still enjoyed noble gallops through fields of honeysuckle, stupendously sparktacular discos, and outrageously glittery games of horn polo, they also couldn't wait to put on their tool belts, pull out some graph paper, fire up their acetylene torch, and get to work on one of Fern's amazing projects. Sparkle Dance on the Moon. Woohoo! Here we come. And they each tried their best to be smart, a good friend, and always willing to help others. That's the end. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this inspired your play today. Have a great day.